Let's talk about slouchy bags. We love them, but sometimes they need a little bit of help. Welcome to the Sunshine Fashion Love channel. I'm Jen, and with me today is the Louis Vuitton Delightful PM. This is a discontinued style, and I would say it's a fairly good alternative to the Neverfull MM. But I've had this bag for about 2 years, and it's been, challenging to figure out how to wear because, look at it. Without anything in it, it kind of flops all over the place. It's very floppy. I do like that it has the leather trim on top, and it has a clasp to sort of keep it closed, but it's very open, and I can definitely see stuff might fall out. And it's sort of hard. It's like, what do you do with this bag? The other thing is that it's been pretty challenging to find an insert for this particular model. It's not as popular of a Louis Vuitton style, but coincidentally, someone at Zoomoni reached out to me a few weeks ago and they offered to send me some of their product samples, and I'm happy to announce that I'm now a Zoomoni affiliate. They even gave me a discount code. It's Sunshine Fashion Love. So if you want to get a little bit off of your order, you can use it at checkout. And what I really want to get into in this video is to demonstrate what a difference a bag organizer makes in a very slouchy, unstructured bag like the Delightful PM. This does come in a few different sizes, and I have the old model. There were also some new versions that were slightly different. When I was talking to Zoomoni, I really emphasized that I wanted to point out the differences. They offer two different materials, premium felt and now silky satin. So I have both organizers for this bag to show you the difference. If you're shopping for bag organizers, hopefully this video can be helpful in making your selection. And with the felt, there are two different thicknesses. There's 2mm, and then there's 1.2mm, which is a bit thinner. So that's if the bag, you don't really care about structure, you just want protection for the inside of the bag. Zoomoni sent me a 2mm felt insert as well as the silky satin insert. So I'm gonna show you some unboxing footage of both of them. And this company is based in South Korea. By the way, I am Korean, so I'm a little bit biased. And here they are. This is the 2mm felt. Here, I'll give you a little bit of a close-up so you can see what the organizer looks like. It's got some interior slip pockets, and they both have cup holders. Zoomoni also offers this in a slightly thinner version, 1.2mm, and this is the silky satin. So this has a polyester satin material. One thing that impressed me is that it has a lot of reinforcement stitching. I also sew as well. I have a sewing channel in addition to this channel. You can see the difference. This is a thicker material, so I can see why they didn't really need as much reinforcement stitching on this one. But look at, they really went to town on this one. I believe there's a felt layer inside, and then the exterior fabric is the silky satin. But you can see it's got a lot of reinforcement stitching at the top and then at the bottom. And they both have cup holders and then interior slip pockets. Here, let me get my water bottle here. So here is the cup holder or for a water bottle. So this fits in very nicely. Each organizer also has a sewn-in tag, which is a nice touch for branding. And I'm going to be showing you each insert inside the same bag just to give you a comparison about how it changes the structure. And they're quite different. I wasn't really sure if there would be much of a difference, and there certainly is. Zoomoni also sent me some other goodies, these felt boxes, so you can use these to further customize your insert, and some felt pouches. So really cute. I'm excited to play around with these and see how I can use these to organize some of my bags. I think these are really cool. I've seen other influencers use these as card holders or to hold lipstick and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, each organizer is made to order. Currently, they offer over 1,000 different handbag models, but they can also custom make something if you don't see your bag listed. So you can reach out, I believe there's an email, and you can tell them which bag you have and then communicate with them with the dimensions, and they will make a custom insert You also can choose any color you want, which I think is a really nice touch. So it's really like your organizer. And you can also select different options. You can change the pocket placement. You can add a zipper on top. So a lot of different ways you can really make a custom tailored insert that really works for you and how you plan to use each bag. All right, here we are with the Silky Satin Organizer. It fits perfectly. And I like that it's a light color so I can really see easily inside here. I'll put the water bottle in the cup holder here. Let's see here. All right. Good fit. Everything matchy. It's pink. And I will admit I was kind of wondering if the silky material was going to be easily snaggable, because that is a concern with satin, but so far it really hasn't been an issue. And I do have some like rough spots on my hands, just keeping it real. And it hasn't caused any damage to the organizer. I also went ahead and put some stuff in it just so it's not empty, so you can get a better idea of what it's like when you actually have things in your bag. Let me close up the clasp. Look how much of a difference it makes with the Silky Satin Organizer inside the Delightful. It definitely adds a little bit of shape to it, so it's not just all flopping around in the breeze. So here, I will show you how I would carry the bag like this. All right, carrying the bag on my shoulder with the Silky Satin Organizer. And you can see it makes a huge difference. This does add some shape and structure to the bag. It's still relatively soft too, though. It's not super stiff. So I just want to give you a good idea of what it's like. Definitely a different look. So maybe this isn't your vibe. Maybe you do like it empty, but if you are looking for a little bit of structure, which I was for this bag, this might be a good option. And I've got some stuff in here. I've got the water bottle. All right, I'm gonna put the felt organizer in it and we're gonna compare. And here's the Delightful PM with the 2mm felt organizer. Got it loaded up with some stuff and the water bottle. And I'm gonna close the clasp. When I first got these, I wasn't really expecting much of a difference between the organizers, especially since they do kind of feel like they're similar thicknesses, but the materials do make a difference. So here you can see, this looks to me even more structured than the Silky Satin Organizer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you really notice a difference? I do. And I'm gonna insert some footage of just the bags hanging so you can see, because in my opinion, I noticed a pretty drastic difference between even these two organizers just being different materials. So, all right, here she is. And you tell me, do you see a difference? Because I do, I really do. All right, so here's the bag on my shoulder. Just to my eyes, it looks like the bag is more stuffed with the felt organizer than the Silky Satin Organizer. I would say this is probably like the max structure. So I would say if you have a bag like this, a slouchy bag, and you want a lot of structure, probably the 2mm felt would be a good option. If you're looking for some structure, but you don't want it to be like super crazy, maybe go for the Silky Satin Organizer or even the 1.2mm felt organizer. That will still add some protection and a little bit of structure, but not as much. I don't have the 1.2mm organizers, but I actually do have another 2mm organizer for my mini Alexa that I got from another YouTuber, Aaron from My Luxury Closet 529. So you can see that video if you want to see that bag. But comparing these two, I do notice a difference between the organizers just in terms of how structured they are. The Silky Satin Organizer to me was a bit more pliable and flexible than this one. They both do the job, but it might depend on what you're really looking for in a bag. I think these would be great for the Neverfull. I don't have a Zoomoni organizer for my Neverfull, but it would be a good option. I do have other bag organizers, but the Zoomoni quality to me really stands out. Everyone seems made very meticulously. The materials seem good. Again, I haven't owned these for a long time, but just my initial impression, I think the craftsmanship is very nice, especially the stitching with the sewn items. Top stitching is hard, guys. I'm really happy with the organizers. I think the quality is great. All of the options are amazing, and you can really get something that's just for you and the color you want with all of the options you want. They have some add-ons, and I like knowing that every organizer is made just for me. I think that's kind of cool and makes them special. So I hope this video was helpful if you're trying to decide between the materials, because I was like not really sure what I was gonna do. But when I was talking to Zoomoni, I was like, it would be, maybe I'll get one in the silky material and one in the felt to be able to compare. And they tossed around the idea of sending both for the same bag so that you can really see the difference just with the exact same bag. But you can use my coupon code Sunshine Fashion Love to get 20% off your order. I am an affiliate, and just a disclaimer, this product was provided by Zoomoni. I have been really interested in trying out this brand. So when they emailed, I was like, this is a perfect fit. I've been wanting to try their stuff for quite a while. I've seen a lot of reviews on the brand, and I wanted to see for myself. So let me know in the comments what you think, and if there's anything else you'd like to know about Zoomoni organizers. I will be making a lot more content with the products. I'm gonna have some fun with it, and just, I think this is awesome. So thank you, Zoomoni, for sending the inserts and some of the other goodies. Check out some of my other handbag videos here, and yes, please let me know what other types of questions you have about Zoomoni organizers or content that would be helpful to you as a handbag aficionado. I'm Jen with the Sunshine Fashion Love channel, and I'll see you again in the next one.